Views. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Old ways, new women, gotta keep a balance. The girl of your dreams to me is probably not a challenge. I've been counted out so many times I couldn't count it.
The best part of my day is getting to work with the students every day.
What does your day consist of?
Usually my shift here, or my duties here, are from about 8 in the morning to 5 at night. One of the first things I do is to update our daily crime log, and that's part of our annual crime report. We make that available to our community, and we put in there any crimes that are important to be known to our community here at the University of St. Mary.
What is the most difficult part of your job?
The difficult part of my job is, when you have a community of 24/7. So we're here every day of the year, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and then sometimes the most difficult part of my job is making sure that we have everybody on duty, making sure our community is staffed, and making sure that our community is informed with everything that goes on.
How big of an impact do you feel that you make on the school?
I think with our public safety officers in general, when we came here, we wanted to make them approachable. So the uniform's not of like a security guard. It's more of a public safety officer. So it's a service-oriented department, and so that's why it's so important that they get to know the students, whether it's in the housing areas, at athletic events, or walking with us every day, doing those things. And so we get the trust of our community, the trust of our students, faculty, and staff, and our visitors, and that goes a long way to them sharing information that may be concerning to our community and to our public safety department. So when you have trust with your public safety, you have a working relationship with your students, your faculty, and staff, and that goes a long way to our campus safety.
What ultimately helped you make the decision to come to St. Mary?
Ultimately, it was the students I met with on my interview process, working with our student government, the needs of the University of St. Mary, my vision for the safety at the University of St. Mary, and what they were looking for were very similar. Bringing programming to the university, having our officers working with the students every day so that it's not, every time they see a public safety officer, it's not something negative, like they're saying, oh, here comes Don, something's wrong. It's like, oh, here comes Don, I wonder if he's going to, what's going on today, So we talk to them about things that's going on in their lives, and that's a lot of rewarding part of our job. So.
All right, well, that's all the questions I have for you today, so thank you.
Thank you.
For your time.
Best of luck on your paper, and good luck. Is this FYE?
Yes.
Okay. Best to always report as soon as something happens. Do you have a suspect?
My suspects are pretty much the kids that were at the tournament, and I have all the coaches' contacts. I just need to find what jersey was worn so I know which coach to contact.
So this was a theft, or is someone that forgot to return it?
This is a theft.
Okay. So what we can do is we can sit down at another time, and we can talk about specifics. So just come to my office.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This was Don Stubbings on the job.
Don Stubbings. Don Stubbings.
Thank you.
So anyway, okay, so what's my day like? I usually get up about 3:15, work on schoolwork because I can't get it done here. I live in Bethany, Missouri, which is an hour and 45 minutes away. So to get here for a 10 o'clock meeting, I have to leave the house by about 8. I teach a couple of classes a day. I have meetings when I'm not in class. I have students that I visit, talk to, and then I head home. And we just bought a house out in the country. So usually if I get home now, it's almost dark. But before I'd get home and it wasn't dark, I'd take our dog out. She's a German Shorthair. I'd take her out for a walk. But now when I get home, it's pretty dark, so I just drink beer at night. So. That's a typical day.
Okay, so what's your favorite part?
Teaching,
Just
being
teaching.
in class.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What kind of impact do you feel you have on St. Mary?
Oh, okay. I mean, I really think teachers saved my life when I was growing up. I mean, if it hadn't been for my teachers, I probably would have been on drugs. I probably would have gotten in a lot of trouble if it hadn't been for my teachers and my coaches. And so when I thought about how can I pay that back, I thought that's what I need to do. I need to be a coach and a teacher. And hopefully I have saved some lives here that, like teachers that saved my life. I think y'all are just trying to find your way like I was. You know, and if I can help you do that, then it's...
What does your day consist of?
My day consists of waking up, eating, going to classes, coming back, chilling for a couple minutes, and going to Genesis, getting the workout in, coming back, taking a shower, and study, go to bed.
What do you think about campus life here?
Campus life could be a lot better. I mean, we don't have a fully functional gym that we can work out in. Instead, we got to walk half a mile or drive half a mile down the street to my inconvenience. And then there's so much trash everywhere outside of the living halls, in the stairways of the dorms. It's just there's a lot of work that can be done.
What influenced you to come to St. Mary?
What influenced me to come to St. Mary was really just me knowing a couple people that lived out here, but prior of me moving out here, just made the transaction a lot easier. And on top of that, it's in a very beautiful spot. There's grocery stores in every direction, which is it's a necessity for college students.
Sauce it down, sauce it up. You too much, ain't enough, ain't enough. Where you from? Throw it up, going